Good morning. You're listening to KXXX 790 Farm and Country. This is Kristina, and I have a special guest with us, and they're out on their radio tour. We've got Chad Miller and the Good Fortune. Hi, guys. How are you?
How's it going? Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Love to have you here. We're so excited. If you don't know, last night we had a pop-up out at Fight Park in Colby, and you guys came out and played a little show. I thought it went great. What did you guys think?
It was so much fun. Like, sometimes, you don't really know what to expect at a place you haven't been, but man, everybody was so sweet to us, and gorgeous weather, beautiful evening. It was, the barbecue was great. Like, it was a great evening.
It was great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that, and we always like to do stuff a little bit different and do things kind of fun, and so that just made it a lot of fun.
And it was so much fun. We had a blast.
Yeah, and you're right. It turned out to be a beautiful evening.
Yeah, it was great.
Right.
Met a lot of cool people and played some tunes. So.
Right. So you guys are on a radio tour. So what does that mean?
No sleep. A lot of driving, no sleep. 8 a.m. radio, 9 a.m. radio. But no, it's we've got a new single out, and we've been hitting the road and trying to get to places that we don't get to go to very often and meet new people, and it's a lot of fun. We did one back in January that was pretty grueling, and so with this one we spaced it out a little bit more. We had a day off during there. Like our last radio tour, we did like 12 stations, and we played 8 gigs in like 7 days, and all throughout Texas, like 3,000 miles before we got back home, and 0 sleep. And this one's been a lot more easygoing, which is
you learn,
a lot more enjoyable.
You live and learn, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Well, I mean, and part of it is, as an artist, I mean, going out on radio tours is promoting yourself. I mean, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's part of the job. I mean, really, this is the second single that we've used radio promotion for, and we immediately saw the payoff on that with the first one, and so it was a no-brainer to get another one rounded up and hit the road again. So.
Right. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been playing guitar since I was 10 years old or so. I should be way better than I am, but no, we went to college. My brother and I went to college up in Levelland at South Plains College for music, and we've been playing on and off for the better part of 15, 20 years. Yeah, so this band's been together the last 4 or 5 years. Went through a couple iterations of it, but this iteration's probably been close to 3.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
And you're missing a guy, right?
Yeah, our bass player, Jeremy Knowles, he's an awesome dude. He actually fell and broke his arm. He fell and broke his arm last week, and so he got surgery, got it all fixed, and it just so happened the radio tour fell right whenever he needed to recover anyway, and so the timing worked out a little bit better than we planned for him to have a week off, but we're excited to get him back. And hopefully not too long. So
right. Okay. So Chad introduced me to. You said you mentioned your brother.
Yeah. This is our lead guitarist Thomas Walker right here.
Hi.
Yeah. And then that's our little brother, which is our drummer Jody Miller.
How's it going?
Yep.
So, Perfect.
Brand new father of twins over there. So
Not a lot of sleep in my house.
Yeah. Jody's team no sleep over there.
You were prepared for this with the no sleeping, right?
He wanted to go on the radio tour so he could catch up.
Probably.
Get some extra sleep.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, you guys, why don't you play a song for me? What do you think?
Absolutely.
What do you think? What do you want to play?
We're gonna do a new one. We're thinking about making this one our next single. It's a song that I wrote in a strawberry field in Poteet, Texas, south of San Antonio. I've been on the road a little bit playing and been away from my wife for a while, and had about a 7-hour drive the next day going home, and was just thinking about how you been away from each other for a little bit, and sometimes you get off, you're not on the same page, and so it's about kind of getting back to basics. So,
all right, it's Chad Miller and the Good Fortune.
Lean on each other. Ask me a question and I'll tell you the truth. I couldn't lie even if I wanted to. I tell you my secrets and you tell me yours. Let's get closer than we ever were before. Right now we don't have to be friends, we don't have to be lovers. Don't say the same things that people say to each other. Maybe this is a time discover. Let's turn off the lights and lean on each other. It's easy to forget what we both need when we're not moving at the same speed. But baby, I'm here for worse or for better. So maybe we can just come back together. Right now we don't have to be friends, we don't have to be lovers. Don't say the same things that people say to each other. Baby, this is our time to rediscover. Let's turn off the lights and lean on each other. Every night I pray that the stress of the day just fade away. But the only time it does is when it's just the two of us. Right now we don't have to be friends, we don't have to be lovers. Don't say the same things that people say to each other. Baby, this is our time to rediscover. Let's turn off the lights. Right now we don't have to be friends, we don't have to be lovers. Don't say the same things that people say to each other. Baby, this is our time to rediscover. Let's turn off the lights and lean on each other. Lean on each other now. Lean on each other now.
That was fabulous.
Something like that.
Fabulous.
Thank
Fabulous. You listen to KXXX 790, and that was Chad Miller and the Good Fortune.
Yeah.
That's one that hasn't even been released yet.
No, not yet. No, we're still filling it out. We think it'll make a single, so we'll see.
I think it will.
Yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
see.
my opinion isn't much, but you know, right? I know what I like,
For sure.
right? All right. So tell me, you guys, you're on a radio tour. You play together, and I mean, you guys probably have other things that you do, right? What do
we've
you?
been fortunate enough that right now everybody's pretty much playing music for a living.
That's awesome.
It doesn't happen as often as as much as you think, where you get four guys at one time, where we're all so focused on this one thing that's how we all pay our bills, and it's
It's like spotting a unicorn.
yeah, and
It really- yeah.
it's unique and it's terrifying all at the same time. So it's
Yeah.
but it's all part of it, and I'm really lucky to have the group that we have right now, to where we're all focused on this one thing and trying to make
So everybody gets along.
Oh yeah.
yeah, for the most part. I
For the
mean,
most part.
we
Being in
have
a
our
band with
arguments.
your
Yeah,
brother is,
yeah. I mean,
Right,
I wouldn't
I
trade
mean-
it for
we get the
anything.
brotherly stuff sometimes.
Wouldn't trade it for anything, but we also he'll get mad at me, load in. I'll get mad at him, I load out, and we'll, But it's all part of it. I mean, me and Thomas spend as much time together as me and Jody do, and he drives me crazy daily. So
Same here.
It's the same.
Well, it is. I mean, this is your work family.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I think everybody can relate to that. It is a work family.
Yeah,
You spend a
absolutely.
lot of time together, and
And like playing music, you can't exactly walk on eggshells around each other. You gotta kind of be up front and forward, and you gotta have some thick skin.
But that too, that builds because it translates to the chemistry you have on stage together. And so as long as we don't really keep anything from each other. If we've got a problem, we air it out, get it out right away, and move forward, because we can't afford to let anything affect the show. I mean, everybody in the band, we all have this idea that we all have the same viewpoint, is that the show comes first, the music comes first before anybody's ego, before anybody else's. You know, that's what we're all here for, and so it works out great. We're all focused on the same thing. So.
Well, that makes a difference
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
So, you write a lot of your own stuff.
Yeah, all of it.
All
pretty
of
much.
it.
Yeah, luckily we've been here lately. We've been writing a lot more as a group, which has really been a game changer, I think, for us. It's really linked to some a lot better stuff, in my opinion. But yeah, we don't do a ton of co-writes with other people, or at least we haven't yet. But yeah, all of our stuff's is about as original as you can get, I think. So.
Right. Well, I love last night at the pop-up concert at Fike Park when you were there last night. I mean, you kind of tell each song like you did here with this one, like, okay, how did this come about, and how it, what does it mean, and what that and that history of the songs. It kind of makes it interesting, because you wonder sometimes, well, where does this come from, and how do you even start? For people like me who can't, I mean, I couldn't write, but. Yeah, so it's amazing to me to know. Okay, this is
a little backstory.
Right, it gets in your head and how it works.
It's kind of a double-edged sword. You got to watch it a little bit, because once we put a song out and we write it and it's out there, it's not our song anymore. It's everybody else's, and so people, it can mean one thing to me and something completely different to somebody else, and so we don't want to influence somebody else's opinion of the song or the meaning of the song too much. But sometimes, if the scenario is right, we'll give a little backstory behind it and kind of let everybody know how it came about. So
perfect. So tell me, what is, I mean, who have you played with? Have you got to meet or play with somebody who's like been somebody you look up to in the music world?
We've been on some stages we had no business being on. It's been a lot of fun. We got to play, don't really, I don't know if it's tactful to name drop and stuff, but man, I'll tell you, we played with Brandon Ryder, Bree Bagwell, Adam Hood, the Band of Heathens, Sonny Sweeney, The Great Divide.
Mickey and Motor Cars.
Yeah, Mickey and the Motor Cars was a fun one. We're playing with Jason Bowen next weekend, so like we got some fun ones, man. And they always say don't meet your heroes, but we haven't met anybody that would wave us off at all. Like, I mean, everybody's been so gracious. Played Eli Young Band was a good one. Corey Kent, Cody Cannon departed a couple months ago. Yeah, Zane Williams was great. Been some fun ones for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, where do you see yourself? And this is, I mean, where do you want to see yourself in 1 year, 5 years? I mean, do you see yourself obviously still doing this, but how big do you dream?
Man, I mean, there's always a pipe dream, right? Where it's like, if we got to play the Opry, or if we got to play, some of those big stages would be super cool. But really, it's just about, for us, as long as we can do this for a living and kind of at least still strategically pay our bills, then we're okay. It's the best job in the world. It's the best job in the world. So we're just happy and grateful to be able to be doing it. So as long as we can keep doing it, that's enough for us. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have the best job in the world, but if I could, sing like you and play like you and have the mind where I mean, I guess I'll give that to you.
It's a pretty good job. Pretty good job. I always say for people to pay us to get to do this for a living is kind of silly. It's just silly. It's silly.
So if people want to hear your music, follow you on Facebook. I mean, social media, we kind of talked about this. Social media is a beast, and you have to feed it. But it does make a difference. And people, if they want to follow you and they want to see what you're doing and see, if you have new releases, I mean, that's how you know what's going on. I mean, it is.
Well, yeah, so just chadmillerandthegoodfortune.com. It's kind of a long website, but it's what it is. So, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, Spotify. Our Spotify numbers have done really good these last couple months. I've resisted it. I wasn't a fan. I didn't really feed into it very much. And then with this last single, I think we started out three and a half weeks ago. We had under 500 monthly listeners, and yesterday was up over 20,000. So just over the last 3 weeks. So which has been a lot of fun. So we're hoping that it's kind of starting a little momentum for us that we can keep capitalizing on. I just want to give a quick shout out to y'all too, because number one, the event y'all put on was great, and we were talking about some of the other events y'all done. I mean, for a station, like we go to a lot of radio stations, for y'all to be this proactive in the community and putting on all these events is awesome. So
Well, thank you.
you guys, kudos to y'all, and y'all keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you. We plan on it.
Community's lucky to have y'all, for sure.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, we enjoy it, you
Yeah.
know, and if we can do what we love and share our love of music with others and get that live music and where people can enjoy that again, and that's something that out here we don't get a lot of.
For sure.
So to bring that back has been really exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting. All right, I am Kristina. This is KXXX 790. If I can talk, blah blah blah. This is Chad Miller and the Good Fortune, and how about you play us your new release?
You want us to play it for you?
Well, don't you
Let's
think?
go. Yeah.
I mean,
do
you're
it.
here. Do
Yeah.
it.
All right. Sounds good. Hopefully I don't have to tune here. All right. This is a new song for the hell of it. Everybody says we're no good for each other. But baby, we know ourselves much better than that. And everything goes right when we're under covers. So with the love that good, how could it be so bad? God, we belong together, baby, it's irrelevant. 'Cause nothing good really lasts forever, but baby, we're selling it. Give me a sign, throw me a lifeline, just a little more time. It's something I can't quit. Listen, just here for the hell of it. Don't think you know just what you do to me, 'cause it feels like we're just out here having fun. I swear sometimes it's like you see straight through me. It's enough to keep this poor heart on the run. Whether or not we belong together, baby, it's irrelevant. 'Cause nothing good really lasts forever, but baby, we're selling it. So give me a sign, throw me a lifeline, give me just a little more time. Are you something that I can't quit? Are you living simple, just here for the hell of it? For the hell of it. 'Cause whether or not we belong together, baby, it's irrelevant. 'Cause nothing good really lasts forever, but baby, we're selling it. So give me a sign, throw me a lifeline, just a little more time. I can't quit. It's no accident. Just here for the hell of it. I'm just here for the hell of it.
All right, that is Chad Miller and the Good Fortune. We're live on KXXX 790, but we're Rocking in Media, so we play it everywhere. We'll play it on several of our stations, and we're recording right now, but we're not live. But we will be putting it on, of course, our YouTube channel, Rocking in Media, NWKS Radio, and it will be going on Facebook, of course, and our website, nwksradio.net. So, you guys, I wish you the best of luck, and
thank you
I
so
think
much
that
for
you
having us.
guys have. I mean, I enjoyed your show.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, And I hope everyone follows you, and I hope that your dreams do come true.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The goal is to come back here in near future and play a full band show for you guys sometime. And
That would be awesome and amazing. And I mean, I hope you guys make it big too, because I'd be like, yeah, I remember when they played in my studio.
yeah, absolutely.
So when you're on a big stage, I'll be like, Chad, do you remember me, Chad?
Yeah, let's
It's
do it.
Kristina.
No, you'll bring out backstages. You'll be on the list.
Whew, good, I've made it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good luck on your radio tour. And again, if you want to see anything what Chad Miller and the Good Fortune does, you can find them on their website, chadmillerandthegoodfortune.com, on Facebook under the same name, and on Instagram under the same name. And you can find
I
their.
think we got a TikTok floating around out there somewhere. We got all kinds of
TikTok?
stuff somewhere. Yeah, there's a few videos up there. So
Right. We have TikTok.
we diversify.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the TikTok's all about you. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know, right?
You know.
Yeah,
Just
no.
Thomas sleeping.
I love that.
Right. Right. Well, again, thank you so much for being here, and we're going to take it back to our live programming. It is 9:29 Central Time, almost 9:30, and